gentlemen, welcome back to the Tiege Hanley Starting a Business, Building a Brand vlog. This one, big number, 271, I believe. All right, so we are officially in the midst of day one of our quarterly meeting. It is virtual. I am taking a break. We got like 7 minutes before the next session starts. It's been a really good meeting so far. You know, it really sucks though. It sort of hit me this morning when I was getting ready for the meeting and I was putting on my sneakers to go for a run before the meeting started. And I thought to myself, you know, if everything was normal in the world and this whole COVID thing, I would literally be putting on my shoes to go run around Lake Michigan up in Chicago. And that's one of my favorite things to do. I love when I go to Chicago, getting up super early, going to the Starbucks right next to the Thompson, getting a cup of coffee, going back to my room, putting my shoes on and going for a run. And I know that it's probably super cold. It's just amazing. And the thought that I haven't done that in almost a year, it breaks my heart. But all that being said, the good news is that we're still able to come together as a team and sort of go over things. And if I'm being completely honest, the virtual sort of team meetings that we have, I think are more, we stick to a schedule better. When we're all in person and we're talking, things seem to run a lot longer. We have a very regimented schedule, you know, starting at 9:30 in the morning, and then every hour we've got scheduled breaks, and it's just one topic, after another, one presentation after another. You know, the one thing that we've kind of wrapped our brain around is that 2020 was a crappy year for a bunch of different reasons. Now, the good news is that we did grow, like we talked about. I think we had somewhere around 20%, growth in terms of our top line revenues. But there were some other things that we didn't do so well. A lot of things that we realized that we were doing wrong. We were really, in certain areas of our business, in terms of marketing, we have really been failing. You know, Facebook is one of the areas that we've really been failing. You know, email marketing is such an important and critical part of the business. We haven't been doing an amazing job at that. There are all these things that we just weren't doing right. And as a result, it's upsetting, to be completely honest, to think about the time at which we were doing things wrong. You know, the important thing though is that you identify them, regardless of what the reality is. Once you identify that there was something wrong or that things weren't exactly what you thought they were, identifying those things and then actually fixing them. That is the big thing, right? You got to fix them. And so Kelly has done a really good job. We've had, different, issues come up, but Kelly has handled them as a CEO, like a big boy. He has done a great job leading the team, not always making the right decisions. And that's the thing, as a leader, it's your job to make the best decision with the information that you have in order to move forward. A lot of times, I think as entrepreneurs, sometimes you can get caught up in the minutia. You can get caught up, trying to really analyze way too much, and actually it prevents you from moving forward. And so one of the things that Kelly has done incredibly well is identify things that there are problems with, and then, pulling the Band-Aid off in order to identify it and then fix it. All right? It's all right, we've got this cut here. It's bleeding. This Band-Aid wasn't working. What are we going to do in order to fix it so that we can move forward as a team? And he's done a really great job as a leader, I think, in a really tough year. Now, of course, I would like to say that we don't have it as bad as a lot of people out there. Our business is still rocking. It is still rolling. It is still growing. Certain areas of our business have really started to grow. We have started to really sort of double down a little bit harder on Amazon. For those of you, who have been around a while, you've heard me talk, some positives and some negatives about Amazon. One of the things that we were trying to do and really made a priority to sort of focus on this past year was really sort of make a bigger impact on Amazon. Like it or not, like the whole Amazon platform or not, or you have problems with it, the fact is it is a huge platform, and having a foothold or having yourself be on there and making yourself a big brand on that platform is a valuable asset to have. And so we have really been doing a great job, not a great job, we have been that has been one of the things that we have definitely figured out how to scale, how to advertise, using extra money in order to grow that channel. We feel like we can grow the Amazon channel. We feel like we can grow it like 3 times larger this year than it was last year. And last year it grew like substantially. We've hired a few agents, or one agency specifically. We've figured out the messaging, and we are just like blasting Amazon, and it's working. We are growing incredibly well on Amazon. That is going to be something where, you know, in terms of numbers, you know, like if we, I like just throw it out there, right? If we did last year like $1 million worth of business on Amazon, this year we feel like we can do like 4 million. You know, we really feel like we can scale it to that degree and that level. And so it's exciting. You know, now I'm not saying that's what the numbers are. I'm just saying, like, if that's what the numbers were, that's the degree at which we think we can scale. And for all intents and purposes, all of the signs point to we are going to be able to do it. We're going to be able to like multiply our business big time in that platform. Now, the one thing that we have not been doing as amazingly well at is new customers in terms of the subscription model, right? We have been adding people, but it hasn't been growing at the rate at which we needed to in order to really scale and get to that next level. But the good news is that our retention initiative, I just literally got finished with the retention part of the presentation, and we are doing an amazing job. Hold on, wait a second, hold on. Let me go back, hold on, wait a second.
Everyone's just kind of finishing up their break.
Hey, I'm filming. Hey, you want to say hi to people? Hold on, I'm filming a part of a vlog. What's up? Say hi. Hi. That's great, guys. Thanks for all the help. Thanks for helping with the blog. I see no one. Kelly, Thornton, where are you? Hoxie. All right, you guys. Okay, there it is. Joanne, what's up? Say hi to everybody. All right, here we go. All right, getting some more people in here. Let's do it. There it is. Say hello. Amanda, good. All right. See, I'm taking every ounce of extra time in order to fill everybody in sort of on what's going on. Brian, any words of wisdom or insight for the gentleman?
Stay with it for 2021.
Thanks. All right, Tom, what do you got for us?
Make sure that you wash your face twice a day and moisturize twice a day. It's the only thing that's going to keep you going during this crazy time.
Joanne?
Telling you to stay healthy and stay safe.
Amanda?
I would just reiterate what Joanne said. Kelly was talking to me, so sorry about that.
Kelly, would you get Kelly on here? Rob?
Hey, Kelly.
Rob, say something to the gentleman. We're vlogging. He's mute. Come on, Rob.
Hey, gentlemen, how are you?
That's great. Okay. All right, thanks for all the help, guys. All right, so I was just telling everybody a little bit about Amazon being one of the areas that we are really going to sort of try to scale this year, and that's been one of the big wins for Tiege Hanley. Why would we want to scale on Amazon? Rob?
Seem to want to buy on Amazon, right? So we want to be there and we want to be more active there. We also think that, and we know that people are, you know, they're looking to validate products at Amazon, right? So you want to make sure, oh, is this a real company? Oh, yeah, let's make sure that they're on Amazon. And there's just a lot of people that simply prefer to buy at Amazon only. They don't want to deal with creating accounts various places, and they just love the convenience and the trust factor that they get from Amazon. So there's a lot of different reasons to do that, and we've had really good success since we've been focused on it over the last quarter, and it's looking really, really promising.
Kelly.
Aaron.
All right, come on, help me out, gentlemen. Kelly, what do you got for the gentleman?
Oh, we're on with the gentleman?
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to let everybody know, Happy New Year, and 2021 is going to be the best year of our lives.
What do you think?
Yeah, 2020.
What was
2021 is going to be awesome.
2020? What were the big lessons that Tiege Hanley as a company learned?
Big lessons that we learned. COVID sucks. Number one.
Thanks.
Number two,
got to take care of your people, because it was a tough year. It was a tough year on everybody. Home life, work life, family life, relationship life. It was a tough year. So we really, really appreciated all the hard work that our team put in last year. And we're really grateful to everybody.
Biggest win for Tiege Hanley this past year.
Biggest win in 2020?
Yep.
Our biggest win in 2020 was getting all of our technology that supports Tiege kind of in good working order. So we did a really years of hard work towards getting our tech platforms kind of in a really good position. That was a very big win, if not the biggest win. Getting our customer success correct. So making sure that we're taking care of our customers in the correct way and really implementing a great customer success story would be the second biggest win. And I think those two are huge wins for Tiege.
All right. Let me finish this up and we will start again. All right, gentlemen, that is where, hold up, wait for it. That is where I'm going to wrap things up right now. I'm going to be back in a second to talk to you a little bit more about what we just talked about. Gentlemen, you rock. We love you more. Actually, I'll save that for the end. You ready, Tom?
Sure.
He's ready. So, turn this down. So we're still rocking and rolling, day one. It's about 6 o'clock. It's been a long day, and for me, one of the biggest problems with like meetings like this is that my attention span, like I'm all over the place like all day long. Like I'm going places, I'm doing things, I'm filming, I'm here, I'm editing, I'm going to the back, like I'm running around. And so for these meetings, it's hard for me to just like sit and focus. And a lot of the slides like have like a ton of numbers. We're talking about all this data that we've discussed before. But that being said, it's been an incredible day. I'm gonna finish up here, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, talk a little bit more. But it's been a great meeting. It's exciting, but it's also a little bit daunting because the hill that we have to climb and the things that we've got to figure out and get right that we've gotten wrong or that we've been doing wrong is at times overwhelming. But the great news is that we've got an incredible team that's super smart, incredibly motivated, and we've got a bunch of rock stars. And we keep adding rock stars. And so it's awesome. But back to this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, good night. Bye. Gentlemen, good morning. All right, day two of the Tiege Hanley quarterly meeting. I gotta jump right into a meeting about like product development, which is very important because this is an area that Tiege Hanley has not exactly done amazing in terms of our ability to get out like new products in a timely fashion. I'm gonna get into this. Be back to you in a second. Hope you're enjoying this. See you in a minute. All right, so we just got done with part of the operations presentation. One of the challenging things with this business is the more we try to allow people to have like control of their systems in terms of adding products or removing products, like we've got this whole like customization initiative going on that we have been working on for a while. This year we are gonna like pretty much, you're gonna have like ultimate control. Like you literally can like build whichever system you want. You can get products on demand. Like we are trying to really do a good job in terms of making sure that you've got the system that you want. And one of the problems with this, and when we first started Tiege Hanley, it was super easy, right? We would just box up all the level 1s, 2s, 3s, the Acme systems. We could have our co-packers sort of box them up. They'd be on the shelves. Each day we print out the labels that we needed, and you just stick labels on boxes. But with the whole customization thing that we've been doing and adding products, it's changed the dynamic of our ability to be like super quick, right? And so this is one of the big problems and the hurdles that we face as a company because, it's not bad. It's easy to like pick and pack, 20 orders a day or 30 orders a day. But when you're talking about like big numbers, it gets really challenging. And the one thing you really need to pay attention to is accuracy, right? Because every time you send like the wrong product or you mess something up, you've got to ship it again, right? So it's not only costing you product, then when you get that product back, if they send it back, which I actually don't think they send it back. When you send it out again, it's not only taking, more time, it's taking more money in order to fix the problem. And so, so accuracy is king. Speed is also something to be considered, but it's better to be accurate as opposed to like super crazy, speedy fast. Because anytime typically your speed goes up and you're fulfilling like lots of orders like really quick, your accuracy level typically will drop a bit. And so these are all things that we are having to figure out. Also, getting more storage and warehouse capacity. This is another issue that we're dealing with. Then combine that with the fact that we are going super hardcore with Amazon, that changes our business as well in terms of having now not only enough product for us to sell, internally to our customers, but now Amazon. And to scale it up like 4 times what we are now, for Amazon is also a challenge. And then if we ever want to go into retail, possibly, maybe, could we? Maybe. Of course, we're going to try and go into retail. That adds another level of complexity to the business in terms of the fulfillment and getting the products and having enough, because that's the other thing that we're dealing with. With this whole pandemic thing, a lot of our lead times have like gone up like dramatically in terms of the ingredients for the products. Sourcing the ingredients has become more of a challenge. But the other problem is the packaging, right? When you are ordering the quantity of packaging for each of the individual products that we sell, it's a lot. And so, lead times on these things are going up. And so as we grow as a company, our requirements every day and every week and every month and every, 2 months and 6 months and year, it goes up. And so the business, what we started, 4 years ago with this little, cool, business plan and model has been like you can toss that shit out the window when you start growing and adding complexities to your business. And so I think that's where I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. We got a full day of meetings, but it's been a lot of fun. It's also been challenging because we know that we have, some things that we've got to figure out. But one of the bright sides is Amazon, honestly, and we're excited about it because we have proven that we can actually grow and scale on Amazon. Anyway, gentlemen, that is where I'm going to wrap things up. If you have a business question down below, please start it with business question and ask your question. Next week, we're going to get to some of your questions. We're also going to talk about some other stuff I was actually thinking about. I'll save that because I don't know if I'm actually going to talk about that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. We love you more than our double monk drop shoes, and we will see you next week. Now, back to meetings. Actually, coffee first.